What is up, everyone? Welcome. On today's adventure, Amy and I are doing a scenic drive from Flagstaff, Arizona down to Sedona, down Route 89A. Goes through a region called Oak Creek Canyon, starts in the pine forests native to the Flagstaff area and the higher elevations, and just goes down very steeply towards the red rocks of Sedona. We've driven this route before, but we've never really thoroughly explored it, so we'd love to have you join us. Let's go find out if this is good. Yeah, this first part of the drive here, absolutely beautiful. We love the pine forests here in Arizona. You know, we live in the Sonoran Desert, so to us, this never gets old. Just kind of just shifting, driving a couple hours north of Phoenix, and you're in a completely different world. Also cooler too, so it's nice. Even though today is a little bit warm for up here, it's in the low 80s. Still down in Phoenix, I think we're looking at triple digits, so I'll take this any day of the week. So this area we're in now is called Oak Creek Vista. We haven't seen the Vista yet. We're on a little trail near a parking lot there. I've never come here before. We drive by it every time we do this drive, but so far it's a really beautiful little park. And I see there's like some kind of a view up here we're gonna get. Lots of picnic tables, lots of pine trees. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna see here. So if you guys have seen some of my other videos a couple of times, I talk about ponderosa pines. These guys, I love these trees. And if you smell them, they oftentimes smell like vanilla and butterscotch. All right, going in for the smell. Actually, I do smell it right here. The ponderosa pine, it does smell like vanilla and butterscotch. Sometimes you can get a really strong whiff of it. Sometimes you gotta kinda smell the tree in certain spots, but what I will guarantee you is people will look at you as if you're out of your mind when they see you smelling it. So that is for sure. Another thing that I'm gonna say here is that vlogging and doing this activity on YouTube has been one of the most healthy things in my life, because you learn really quick not to care about what anybody else thinks, because you're really putting yourself out there. So go and smell a few ponderosa pine, film yourself doing it, and it'll change your life. Dun dun dun, da 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 dun. Would you look at that, guys? That there is a long way down. Look at that. I'm sure the depth does not translate well on video here, but that is approaching being vertiginous, I would say. Looks like there's another little scenic overlook here. Let's see if this is good. I'm sure it is. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so spectacular. So I'll tell you right off the bat, this Oak Creek Vista area is a must-do if you're doing like a leisurely drive down 89A and you really want to get a great view of how that road snakes down and what's to come. There's no better place to stop than here. I'm just surprised we've never checked this little park out before. So this is perfect. So I guess I'm gonna consider this the beginning of our journey officially. So we're up here at this Oak Creek Vista, and you can see what we're gonna be doing today is taking this road 89A down to Flagstaff. I see a lot of campgrounds on the way there, some that I wanna camp at actually, and then we kind of come out here in Sedona, and we're just gonna play it by ear and see what happens. All right, so we're departing the Oak Creek Vista. That exceeded all of my expectations. What about you, Amy? I didn't realize that you got that good of views. Certainly didn't know there was a gift shop here with t-shirts, nice restrooms, it looks like, if they were open. I'm assuming they're nice. What do you think?
Yeah, it was really nice. I wasn't expecting those views, and it's nice to be able to stop and see them as opposed to just whenever you're driving down.
Yeah, totally, totally. So don't forget about this one. All right, we have started the official descent down Route 89. This is the part that gets a little bit hairy. So this is Pine Flat Campground. It's full. I was actually toying around with the idea of trying to come up here and camp during this trip, but I don't think I would have had much luck because everything's first come, first serve. But kind of scouting this out for a future trip. Very nice campground though. It's like at the base of this really tall cliff. Yeah, it's nice and shady back here. So this is definitely on my list now of a good campground to come stay at sometime. Like I said, it's crowded and full, but sometime in the near future, hopefully. And we continue to descend. I think we've been going down the whole time, which isn't a surprise. So I'm at the bottom here of Route 89A. You can see very abruptly you get these little pull-off spots. And there's like a creek down here. It looks beautiful. So I just wanted to kind of take a moment and we're gonna walk down there. All right, I took a little bit of a risk here with the camera, kind of walked out here into the middle of the stream, staying on some dry rocks, but yeah, check that out. And it's approaching noon. There's quite a few people congregating down here actually. And it gets busier as the day goes on, it appears, so kind of show you what I'm talking about. Might be a good place to eat a sandwich, just relax, cool off. Yeah, pretty nice down here. Oh, nice. E. coli and other bacteria in creek water can make you sick if you touch it or drink it. So it looks like, you know, heading down Route 89, there's probably lots of little pull-offs there with trails, I'm guessing, where you can walk down to that creek. You know, we thought it's Friday and I have the day off, and we thought, it won't be too crowded here, because on the weekends, like, this is just wall-to-wall cars. Well, it appears to be wall-to-wall cars now too. I think there's the creek down there, and that's where people are probably hiking to. So I'm guessing it's better to start early. So yeah, a lot of hiking trails I'm guessing here. But look how precarious it is where you have to park. You really probably want to do your research if you're wanting to go somewhere specific down here, so you know the best time to get here to beat the crowds, stuff like that. People just kind of park where they can. Some really fantastic views up there. So this is a pretty cool little stop. We got like a fire truck here, an old antique fire truck, and we have hand sanitizer. Across the street here is a little cafe. I always drive by this and I always want to stop and see it. So a lot of today's adventure is really just exploring and kind of scouting out stuff. As I mentioned, we oftentimes drive down this route and you can see how hard it is to kind of abruptly pull off. But how are you really gonna know if you don't get out and explore? I mean, this looks amazing. And this looks very idyllic. It smells like the woods back here. Look at all the flowers. You know, what I was saying is, like, how would you know this is here unless you really just get brave and just pull off the road and come explore? I mean, there's the internet too, but seeing it with your own eyes in person is different. That's a really cool machine. I don't know if that's authentic. Looks authentic to me. If you're camping in the area, looks like they sell firewood here, as well as ice, even though I think they have fire restrictions in this area right now. Got ice cream and food, and this would be a nice little handy place if you're camping, I think. wine back here and stuff. Ooh, little place if you're camping and you forgot gear and stuff. This is a really awesome little shop, actually. Oh, do they have pineapple Fanta? If they do, I am a buyer. Pineapple Fanta, right on. So that is amazing. We actually got a personal tour of some of the cabins and we got some information. We looked at a couple different ones. We want to come back, and it seems like they have really good availability right now, by the way. So they do have a 2-night minimum, and the prices do vary. The last one we were looking at, I think, is $275 a night, which for this area and everything, I think it's well worth it. So we're gonna see if we can finagle a little couple nights stay here. Little romantic getaway, right, Amy? And there you go, we're starting to see red rocks now. I think we're getting near to Sedona. Some of you might be familiar with Slide Rock State Park in Sedona. We'll go there for sure sometime, but the parking lot is full, so it's closed. So I guess social distancing's out the window there, I'm almost sure of that. So we've now come down to below 5,000 feet in elevation, and no longer do I really see any pine trees. The rocks are getting much more red as we wind our way down. So I think Sedona is not far off. So we stopped at another little pull-off here. There's another grocery store, the Indian Garden, Oak Creek Market. It is closed currently, but there's a historical marker over this way. So a little historical marker here. Looks like it's the home site of the first settler in Oak Creek Canyon. So this little site here, that historical marker, says that right here in 1876 or 1877, a guy by the name of Jim Thompson was the first to settle this area, and there's a cabin somewhere right over here. But now it's private property, so we can't actually go there, but we might be able to sneak around this way. I see a little trail over here. I'm honestly not sure if this is private property still. I'm gonna just play stupid. I don't think it is. I think it's behind that fence. That's the private property. But yeah, you can see the creek down here too. Look at how beautiful that is, actually. You see people hiking and hanging out. Very idyllic. So that's really awesome down there. See a lot of people kind of wading through the creek. If you had like some nice little river shoes or something and you found a parking spot, you could make a nice day of hiking down that riverbed, I think. Something we'll have to come back and do. Look how huge these trees are. I'm assuming these are some kind of oak tree. A lot of the parking areas we've seen today require something called a Red Rocks Pass. I don't know if this particular one does, but something you'll want to invest in, I think, if you want to park at a lot of these kind of pull-offs that I've seen. And actually there's the answer there. So do I need a pass? Yes, you need a pass if you leave your car unattended at a Red Rock fee site. So I guess the real question is, what are the fee sites? Well, this map kind of shows them, but it's too much to kind of grok here, but there are quite a few of them. But yeah, so there's so many little nooks and crannies, and we don't have a Red Rocks Pass, and even if we had one, it's just hard to find parking because people just park on the side of the road. But when we do get a chance, I mean, seeing that creek, I guess Oak Creek, it's beautiful. The water's crystal clear, it's refreshing. Yeah, I would love to hike through that. But then you got the E. coli factor, so I'm not sure how much of a concern that actually should be hiking. I'm not gonna put my fingers in my mouth, but you never know. And before you know it, all of a sudden out of nowhere becomes Sedona. Look at those views. Alright, so we have arrived here at the end of our mission here on Route 89 South. We're in Sedona, kind of in the downtown touristy section of Sedona today. So this is Route 89 where we came from. We came from down that way, heading this way. But you can see this is downtown Sedona. Lots of stores here. You got World of Jerky. and lots of just touristy kind of things, minerals, crystals, all sorts of different things here. I mean, to be honest, today with the pandemic stuff happening, I don't think Amy and I really are gonna go into too many stores here, but we just wanted to catch a couple nice views really quick before we head on out. So in the rear of this little shop area, got some pretty decent views of Sedona. I also know a few of you over time have made requests for us to come out to Sedona, and you may be wondering, why have we waited so long? Well, there is some reasoning around that. Sedona isn't too terribly far away from where we actually live. So earlier on our channel, we've been trying to hit a lot of more remote locations. I had some time off between jobs, for example, stuff like that. But for the most part, yeah, I've been saving this because I can get here on Saturdays and things like that with no problem. So I don't know, who knows how many episodes we're going to be filming up here. Going to be doing a lot of hiking and exploring. And the cool thing is I've lived in Arizona for a long time and I have hiked up here, but for whatever reason I haven't really scratched the surface of it. So I'm really super excited to do that. So I think I see something called Snoopy Rock. There's actually a sign saying that. Do you guys see it? It looks like Snoopy laying down with his schnoz up in the air, kind of laying on his little doghouse. All right, so we're heading back to the car now. It's kind of fun to look at these shops. To be honest though, this isn't the part of Sedona that I like. I like getting out in the wilds and checking things out. But for a lot of folks, this is one of the main destinations. So if this looks like something that would be fun to you, you should come check it out sometime. And if you're from around these parts, this will be no strange sight for you. It's the Pink Jeep Tours. Amy and I have not done that yet, but something I want to do. I think they kind of take you back roads and through some really pretty country in these. So one of these days we're gonna have to book a tour. Sometimes I wonder, should Sedona have been made into like a protected national park or national park unit? I really wish in some ways that it has, because this area, I mean, you can see there's lots of stuff here obstructing the views of the landscape. Now there is a lot of wilderness and places you can go, but on the other hand, it's kind of quirky and cool and fun and artsy. So I don't know, I'm curious what you guys think though. Would you have preferred to see Sedona, if you've been here, be like a national park or a national monument, a state park, or do you think it's fine the way it is? All right, so we are out of time. Have to head back home. We got lots of things going on. But we did complete our journey of Route 89A between Flagstaff and Sedona. It was really fun, and I got to see things that we've never seen before. Got those really quick impromptu tours of those cabins, which we are absolutely gonna try to get that scheduled and done really soon. We love those. So thank you, Cheryl, I believe was your name, for making that happen. And yeah, other than that, I don't want to leave Sedona. I love it here, and fret not. I know a few of you have asked us over time to come visit here, and don't you worry, you're gonna be tired of Sedona by the time we're done with this channel. So I'm coming back. We're gonna be doing a lot of hiking and a lot of exploration soon this summer, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and look us up on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Adios.